Blog Talk Radio.
Minutes only on Sunday. Only 30 minutes only on Sunday.
Only 30 minutes only on Sunday. Your host, TAZ. This is a special one, 45 minutes. We're doing an extra 15 minutes, even though we could talk longer than that. I have on the line my friend, Nicole Carter, singer, songwriter. Also, I got Risa on the line, and I want to make sure, 804, hello?
Peace and love, everybody.
And that's E. E, meet Nicole Carter and say hello to Risa. She's on the line also.
Hey, Boo. Hey. Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
Y'all sound like a singing group. Y'all all sitting at the same
Sound like
time.
over there.
I can go back on these shows and record that. So I'm going to record that hey together. Yeah, that sounded kind of good.
Okay.
Nicole, I want you to tell your story and also whatever you feel comfortable about talking about your experience when you are, I guess you were in 2 music videos of R. Kelly's. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. The floor is yours, Nicole.
Okay. So I was in 2 of his videos. One was called Dedicated, and I was the leading lady in that. And then also I was a dancer in Sex Me. I met him through my male bestie, Bow-Legged Lou from Full Force. Hopefully he's listening. Because I did a video with Full Force, and then the guy who directed that video, Lionel Martin, asked me to come fly to New York and be in R. Kelly video, so that was Dedicated. So that was the first time I met him. And we filmed that video in Harlem, walking around shopping, this, that, and the third. And then we just sort of kept in touch for a bit after that. And then he asked me to fly into Chicago to be in a Sex Me video, to which I did. I'll just, put this disclaimer out there. I'm not going to get involved in any, comments about what's going on, what happened, what didn't happen, his situation with everything that's going on. My heart goes out to everyone involved in any pain and suffering from this, everyone involved in that. But that's pretty much, I'm going to leave that to you guys to discuss that. But I will say that during the time I knew him, we sort of became friends. And I really can't say anything bad that he did to me personally. You know what I mean? Just me. Nothing, I can't really say anything bad. I didn't experience anything, see anything, or hear anything during that time. During that time, Barry Hankerson, who was Aaliyah's uncle, may she rest in peace. I got to know him a little bit. At one point, we were discussing him managing my career, but that didn't wind up happening. And, he would say, different things about what was going on with Aaliyah and everything at the time. But again, that's my story. That's all I would like to share. But I'm open to any questions or anything like that, and I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Okay. We talked about it, I guess, a couple of shows back. I want to say maybe 1 or 2 shows back. But, again, I want to have everybody voice their opinion on the R. Kelly situation. I see D. Lovely is on the line, so, of course, I'm going to start with D. Lovely because she has a lot to say. And I love you, D. Lovely.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, D.
Good evening.
And I apologize. I'm at a birthday party, so if it gets a little loud, it's for my nephew, and so I'm actually outside right now. But my heart does go out to every person involved in this. I can say that based on just hearing your story, it sounds to me, because I've been involved in a situation where someone who has predatory status behaves one way towards certain people and then another way towards others. And sometimes it just depends on, a predator knows who to prey on. And
absolutely,
when they see someone has strength behind their character, they move as far from that person as they possibly can. They look for someone with defects or weaknesses or self-esteem issues or whatever those things are hungry for whatever the reasons are, and they prey upon those people. And unfortunately, in this particular instance, I feel like that may have been the case.
Okay. I can respect that.
Well,
yeah.
that's Nicole. Is that Nicole talking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go on, Nicole.
No, I was just saying, I was just commenting. I said that, I can respect what she's saying. I see where she's going with it, and research has shown that. So,
E, your opinion.
Listen, first I would like to say that to all those people who have been affected by this whole situation, it's very sad. I am still concerned as to the how of it all, especially when at the height of this, mostly all parents were involved, whether they took their daughters to the concerts or allowed their daughters to go backstage or allowed their daughters to ride in the limo and go to this party, or when their daughters said that you can't stop me, I'm going over here, and they knew, or the grown women who went with him willingly. And I mean, I just don't understand how. Okay, so if he's preying on these young girls, they had to get there some way. And most of the things in the video, in the documentary, the parents were the antecedent to it all. And so how is he a predator when your parents treat you like the sacrificial lamb? If my mom and my dad took me to R. Kelly concert and allowed me to go on stage with R. Kelly and allowed me to go backstage with R. Kelly and allowed me to even leave with him, how is he the predator? How? And so he won't give her back? Well, you gave them to him, and you knew where they were. And only when they said they weren't coming back, only when they said that they weren't going to go to school, only when they said that they wanted a career in music, only when they said that, well, I'm going to just rock with him because that's just what I want to do. Now it's the issue, but it wasn't an issue when he was throwing money your way, and it wasn't an issue when it was rah, rah, rah on stage, and oh, my God, my daughter was on stage with R. Kelly, and you was clicking like you famo in a video. That was okay because your mama and them took you over there. But when you didn't want to come back home, then that was the problem, and now he's a predator. And so that's my take on it, and I'm a female. So I just struggle with the whole, he's been a predator this whole time, and he married Aaliyah when she was 15. Aaliyah's parents knew where she was with him. Everybody's parents, nobody said nothing about him kidnapping nobody, for real. The kids just didn't want to come back, and they were underage, or they didn't go to school. And then the adults, look, I don't know what he did or told you. He threatened you and said that if you left, he was going to do what? But you had all this free time to go hither and yon. Nobody followed you to the bathroom, for real. I'm just struggling with it all. And I don't have a heaven or a hell to put anybody in. That's just my take on it.
Thank you, Archangel. Thank you. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put anybody. Thank you. Risa.
This is my take. R. Kelly is a predator, but I think he was selective in his predatory business, which they all are. I think he was selective in who he decided he wanted to. You know, you prey on the weak. Any type of predator preys on the weak, and he preyed on the weak-minded. And Nicole, I thank God you wasn't a weak-minded woman. You know, I thank God.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
You know, and I thank God because and he didn't prey on. He would. I've seen. You know, one thing. I was a very naive child, and so when I look back at things and I see people who I've never been anything like R. Kelly took advantage of my naiveness. You know, I know the traits. I know the traits, and he has them. He has a lot of them. Now, listen, I love R. Kelly. I used to. I used to. And I'm not listening to his music anymore. This is my opinion. I'm not telling anybody else what to do. I'm not listening to his music anymore because I got 3 daughters, and I got 1 granddaughter and a bunch of nieces. You know, and I feel like he took advantage. He took advantage of these girls. He took advantage. The parents, he's still a predator. The parents are just an accessory to him being a predator. They're an accessory. They're an accessory. I will not excuse any of the parents' behavior.
Absolutely.
The parents' behavior was ridiculous. I raised 3 girls. There's no way, I don't care who he was. There's no way that would have went on. No way that would have went on with my girls. And my thing is, just like Beyonce's mom said, they worked with R. Kelly, but when somebody went to the bathroom, Tina Knowles said she was right there with him. It wasn't happening. See what happens when parents can let them work with him and not, you just say, okay, go right ahead. Go up there and do what you want. You know, he said that they worked with him, but they were right there with him, which is what you should be when you have young girls around grown men. You know, so to me, R. Kelly, I've lost respect for him after this thing. I've lost respect for him. I totally lost it. And I loved his music. I loved his music. You know, it's struggle now with the radio. If his music come on the radio, I'm like, but I'm turning it. You know, even though I don't want to turn it. You know, I'm turning it. I'm not supporting him in any way, no way at all. And that's my take.
Marisa, after was it? It was way before. It had to be way before this that you stopped listening to his music. Am I correct?
No. Like it was not.
Like after he got acquitted during that time, you stopped at that time, right?
No.
2008.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I said, well, he got acquitted. You know, I didn't follow the trial. I didn't. I heard about it. You know, and when he got acquitted, I said, well, you know, I didn't even watch the tape. I still haven't seen the tape where he peed on the girl. I don't want to see it.
Me neither.
Me either.
I didn't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
I just didn't want to see it. It wasn't.
Yeah, I don't want to
it wasn't
that.
me. I
That's
didn't want
somebody's
to see it.
daughter. You know, I think of it as somebody's daughter. You know, and I have daughters, so that really I don't want to see that.
Wow.
Okay, let me get my little 2 cents. I'm still bumping. I'm still bumping a couple of songs by R. Kelly. I'm sorry.
Good choice. Everybody, you make that choice.
The way I feel about it is when it happened, when he went to court in 2008, I thought he did it. And I thought I didn't see the video like Larissa. I didn't want to see that mess anyway. I didn't see the video. But I thought he was going to go down. And once he didn't go down, I was like, okay, he didn't go down. Now we're like, 10 years later? 11 years later, 2019. I'm thinking, did he do something else new? And I expressed this the last time we talked about it on the show. I thought he did something new, but they're going back in time. And
the problem is, Taz, think about it. We don't know that just because no one's come forward doesn't mean something hasn't happened.
Like I said, until something does come forward to say that something happened, then I'm like, get his ass. You know, I'm right with y'all. Bury him down. If he did something else after 2008, if he did something else after 2008, after the acquittal, I'm with it. Now, look, it's just like the Manafort trial. How Manafort got, 47 months? I'm mad as hell. He should have got 19 to 24 years. That was the guideline, right? But next week, the lady got her guideline of 10 years. And I'm like, I hope she give him the full 10 years. But if she go a minute over 10, I'm going to be going, that's wrong too, because her guideline was 10. So I'm just with the right or wrong of it, lawfully. Not the act itself or what I personally think, because I don't know, because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. I don't care if R. Kelly did this to these girls 50 years ago. I don't care if it was 50 years ago. I don't care if it was 5 minutes ago. If he did it, he needs to pay for it. There's no statute of limitations on there shouldn't be a statute of limitations on predatory behavior. That's sickening, and there's no difference in if you say, well, that was a long time ago, R. Kelly did this. You know what? Slavery was a long time ago, too, and I still get upset about that. So I'm not forgiving no time limit on this. If he did it.
It ain't about the time. For me, it ain't about the time limit. It's about when they acquitted him in the court of law.
They acquitted him. They acquitted him for one girl.
I told you. I said
50 girls. He got acquitted for one girl. He got acquitted for one girl. He didn't get acquitted for 50 of them, or however many they're saying. So he got acquitted for one. That doesn't mean he's not guilty of the next, and it doesn't mean he's not guilty of that. So no, I'm not excusing him because he got acquitted of one. No.
I am, because of the fact that you still say the date before that, you should have came out then. If the date was before that 2008 acquittal, you should have came out then. You should at least had a lawyer. You should at least wrote a story. You could do something that wouldn't have cost that much money to get your name out there to say, yes, he did me too. Now, if you were scared.
What you're saying is like saying a rape victim shouldn't have been ashamed and didn't tell her story. Rape victims don't always come out and tell their stories right then and there too. Sometimes there's a lot that's going on with that. Some people are embarrassed. Some people are scared. There's a lot of reasons why people don't come out and say things. So to say that the timing, I respectfully disagree with you, Taz. Respectfully disagree.
The truth. I did see 407, but 407, if you can, please call back in. I don't see it on the line no more. I clicked them in, and then all of a sudden they jumped out.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
I got a question. Oh, go on. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I was just going to say, to the sister, I'm sorry. Forgive me. What was your name again, dear?
Nicole.
I was just speaking.
Which?
The young lady that was just speaking.
Oh,
Larissa.
Larissa. Larissa. That was okay. Sorry.
Larissa. Okay. Yeah, I was, kind of getting chills, a little bit about, when you were saying what you were saying. And, it's just, it does bring back a few more things I can recall during that time that I would like to share with you guys. So
please do.
Okay. So when I got to the set of the Sex Me video, and they were giving everybody, their script and everything, and when I saw what I was supposed to do in the video, I actually told them that I didn't want to take that role. Now, the role that they had me previously to do was I was supposed to wear a white dress and be doused in water, and you'd be able to see through it or whatever. And so I decided, well, no, I don't want to do that. But I said, well, I still want to be in the video. So the young lady that actually did do that, she was a lot younger than me, because it's been addressed for people in my life. Well, you weren't young like them, so, okay. So, but this particular young lady was very young that actually did that role. And so she and I sort of talked a bit, and she had hung out with him a bit. And I don't recall her saying anything. I'm not saying it means anything, but she didn't, mention anything about him trying to, coerce her into anything, Now, I will say this also. After the video, I was requested to meet him at his hotel, okay? Now, this was in Chicago, and we had finished filming the video at about 3 in the morning. And I had brought my nephew with me to hang out on the set or whatever. So it was requested for me to meet him at the hotel, okay? I wound up not going. I didn't go.
Oh.
I did not show up. I did not show up, okay? So
Predator strike.
He and I have been, well, I'm just saying, I'm just like sharing exactly what happened. I'm not really, I don't want to get too involved in my views or whatever. I'm just sharing facts, okay? So when I didn't show up, our communication broke off because previous to that, we were, we would talk here and there. His road manager would hit me up and say, hey, Rob said call him at this number, blah, 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 when he was on tour. Okay. Everything was shut down after that. No communication, nothing, okay? And I was like, okay, well, I guess no more communication. So speeding this up, about 3 or 4 years passed, and I just happened to be in the studio in Chicago working with another producer. And a guy came into the studio that knew Rob, and I was like, oh, my God, because I remember meeting him, too. Can't think of his name. I was like, dang, I haven't heard from him, I guess I didn't show up at the hotel, so he didn't want to be friends with me. And then he was like, yeah, I remember that. You didn't show up, and that's how he is, you didn't show up. So speeding the story up one more time, a few years after that, he came to Houston. I was living in Houston at the time. And me and my girlfriend, Monique, we went to his concert. We were in the front row. And he saw me in the front row, and so then we sort of reconnected a little bit. And, after the show, me and my girlfriend went over there to hang out, and we were, in the lobby. It was a whole lot of people in the lobby. And his manager kept saying, Rob's going to come down and get y'all and bring y'all up. He's got champagne. And so, y'all could talk about why you didn't show up or whatever, right? So we waited and we waited and we waited, and he never came down there. So it was said to me that it was sort of like a payback thing. Like, I made him wait, now he's going to make us wait. So I'm saying that to say we were there at the hotel. And if it was something he wanted to do or try, he didn't. That's it. Never heard from him again after that.
Hey, Nicole, do you think maybe because you was too old?
I told you that's what my friends and family have all said, but like I said, I shared that story about the one young lady who took the role in the video that I didn't take, and she was a lot younger than me, and she knew him very well, and so she didn't share anything with me. She didn't seem uncomfortable around him or anything. So, you guys were saying, maybe it's a self-esteem thing. I don't know, but the energy I got from the whole experience was I never felt that I was trying to be coerced into anything. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, the interview that they played the other night with Gayle King interviewing R. Kelly, did any of y'all watch it? I'm sure somebody did, I hope.
I did not. I haven't watched any of them other than what I've seen in the snippets on television. I've not chosen to hear his story at any point in time.
Because I was getting ready to ask, for those who did hear, who did you believe? Did you believe? I sure didn't believe R. Kelly. He deserved the Academy Award. And I didn't believe the parents either, but I believed the girls for some reason. But I want to know your views. Did anybody believe anybody on who Gayle interviewed? Of course, we're all in agreement that R. Kelly showed his ass off. But other than that, the parents of the kids.
Let me just say this, Taz, and this is coming from D-Lo. The only thing I can tell you when you say you believe the girls, the only reason I had issue with what I saw was from afterwards what I heard, that he was standing just off the set and coughing loudly so they would always know he was there. That is not behavior. If you trust someone and you know they're telling the truth, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be 3 miles away and know that they're going to tell the truth. But when you have to stand over somebody to enforce, to make sure that the truth, your truth, and I'm using air quotes, is being told, that's not normal behavior. I'm telling you, having been victim of a situation where someone is predatory and they want to control your lifestyle, that is one of the things they do first. They first isolate you, then the next thing they do is they convince you, and then they coerce. And everything after that becomes a battle of wills. And once you've broken that person's will down to your desire, then the thing that they do is everything that you've put it programmed into their brain. The words those girls were saying are not words that girls of that age say about an old-ass man. They just don't.
I also got audio of last night's Saturday Night Live. I'm going to play it right now.
Look, I'm just going to ask you plainly, have you ever held women against their will?
Why would I do that? That would be stupid. How stupid would it be for me, R. Kelly, with all the crazy illegal things that I've done in my past, on tape, and gotten away with, scot-free, to do it again? How stupid do you think I am? Is this a camera?
No. That's a plan.
Okay, guys, think for a minute. Use your brain. Why would I do these things? For 30 years. I gave y'all trapped in the closet. Stealing on your boutique. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Robert.
And so many other clues.
I thought that was chilling right there. I laughed when he said there's so many other clues. Keenan did an excellent job on that, if I might add. What do you think about the music, your opinion? Will you listen to it? Going down the line, I know Donna ain't. But D-Love, you can't say whether you're not or not.
I've not listened to him for a very long time, so I can't say, in the future when he's dead and gone, I might. I don't know.
Hey, did you listen to it after when he first got hit up a long time ago? That's when you stopped, right?
I did, because unlike the rest of you, I did see the tape, and that did it for me. I was done. There wasn't anything else after that made me say, this is somebody I can support. I couldn't support him after that. I saw it.
Yeah, I just couldn't watch the tape. I couldn't stomach it. Anyway, E, what about you with the music?
What about me?
Are you still listening to the music?
Yes.
Risa, I could almost guess what you ain't going to say. Are you still listening to the music?
Nope. And I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love the music.
I'm still bumping Summer Bunnies. I don't care. That's the only song that I really listen to. That's the only song I listen to anyway.
TAZ.
Because it sounds like the Isley Brothers to me. I think he took the beat from the Isley Brothers. Nicole,
which one? Which song are you referring to, TAZ? It sounds like the Isley Brothers.
The Summer Bunny ones. He took the actual beat.
Oh yeah.
Are you listening to his music, Nicole?
Well, I have not actually listened to much lately. With everything going on, I'm, internally just I feel really bad, about everything that's going on with these young ladies, and my heart goes out. I also have daughters as well, and my prayer is just for healing for everyone involved. I don't know if that answers the question. I guess I sort of danced around the answer. Me as a singer and a songwriter, especially pushing the songwriter part of it, he's a musical genius, honestly, as far as I'm concerned. He you know, and respect is deserved there. So again, my prayer is for healing and for truth for everyone involved.
Amen. Amen.
Yep. Amen.
One other question. I'm gonna leave this subject alone. I seen it on online. The Gloria Allred, the lawyer, she's claiming a new tape surfaced, the third one.
A
and
new
they
what?
don't know. They said a third new tape of R. Kelly surfaced, and they handed it to law enforcement. It's unclear what time frame the tape was filmed in.
Another
Yeah, two of them were already two new tapes with I think it was with Michael Avenatti, if I'm not mistaken, and this one is Gloria Allred, and she has a third tape. I think it was taped. Now I don't know because they said it's unclear what time frame it was, so we don't know when this tape was made, or was it after the acquittal? Was it during the same time as the other two was? So I don't know.
Well, I have a question. I would like to know how you guys feel about this question. You know, why do you guys think that all of this is surfacing now, though? You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's clear that this, you know, well, I won't say that it's clear. I will say that it's been stated and shared that this has happened, okay? But why now? Why everyone now? I just, you know, I know better late than never, but I'm just saying, like, you know.
Let me say it the way Gail said it, because it's more because of the Me Too movement.
Empowerment.
Feel all right to talk about the things that's happened, which should have been said anyway. But because of the movement, they're older now, because I'm sure they were young and they were scared. They're older now, more safe and more mature in their decision about talking about it now. So I think that may be the reason. Money is always a reason. Because if R. Kelly would have got with me, I would have been singing with you out there. Money is always a reason.
That's what I was trying to, you know, get to.
Me Too movement.
The trauma. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go on, Risa.
Yeah.
Sometimes trauma. You're embarrassed. Sometimes, you know, nobody wants to go up against big, bad, powerful R. Kelly, you know, and they just a nobody in the world because afraid nobody's going to believe him. There's a lot of reasons why. I don't think everybody came out at the same time. I think maybe people were. They were saying, well, who's ready to tell their story? And maybe these women just all came together in this documentary. And let me say this. I believe all of the women, there was only maybe one or two that I said, I don't know about her, you know? But the majority of them, I believe every one of them. I think she was the last one. The one who has a lawsuit right now with Gloria Allred's client. She was the last one to speak on the documentary. I think she was the last one to speak.
Yeah.
Dark-skinned girl with the eyelashes. She had the big eyelashes on, the long hair.
Yeah,
I was
what you're talking about.
Yeah, her story was. I was like, I don't know about that one, you know. And there's a lot of reasons why, you know, why things don't come out right then and there, you know, embarrassment and trauma, and I mean, there's 100 reasons, and I think we shouldn't question why now, you know. I applaud them for coming out. I applaud them for even coming out because you know what, this has happened to plenty of women who never speak about it. Keep that trauma inside.
True.
They need to get that out. They need to get it out, get it out of their system, and move on. Because you know what? He's had power over them all these years for them not speaking out about it. And he has lost his power with a lot of these women by them speaking out about this. You know, sometimes you got to do it for you.
It's not necessarily to hurt him. You got to do it for you.
I got a caller on the line. I don't want to lose this caller like I did the last one. 931. Welcome to the show. State what you got to say.
Hi, Nicole. This is your sister Dolores. Of course, you know I was going to call in. I am actually from Chicago. I'm from Chicago, and I grew up in the neighborhood around R. Kelly. I do know him as an acquaintance more than a friend. I'm still going to support his music because I feel, in my opinion, if he goes down, a lot of the parents are just as are at fault as well, because why would you allow your child, as a young lady that called in, I forget her name because I have been listening, why would you allow your child to hang around an adult, regardless if he was if he's a celebrity or not? You know, and some of these young girls, they're very fast and promiscuous. Not saying that he's not at fault, because if he's at fault and he go to jail, some of the parents should go, because you can't tell me you know where your child is.
Amen.
And they're being held against their will, because if they're being held against their will, then that's why you have a police officer to go in with you to get your child, and then if they run away again, then you have them removed again, and you put them in a place where they can't run away. That's just my opinion, and I feel there's some truth in what those young girls were saying, and some of them were probably trying to get put on, and when they found out that their daughter wasn't going to be a big celebrity, now you want to cry wolf. Not saying that what he did was wrong, if it is truth in it, and it has to be some truth, but I'm still going to play his music. That's just my opinion.
I got another caller on the line, the one I think previously called 407. State what you have to say. 407 area code.
Oh, hello. Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was going into the conversation, but yeah, you know, in my opinion, man, I feel like it's R. Kelly and stuff like that, but there's a lot of people of his stature, you know, that's going literally through the same things, and they don't get the same spotlight, maybe because of the demographic or what have you not. I'm not too sure, but in my opinion, I feel like it's really more than just even him, and I feel like more so than anything, they're really getting behind it with the media and everything, because there's other key players involved that's going through the same thing, if you understand what I'm saying. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just got this intuition that it's deeper than just that. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I'm not surprised he called in. Go ahead, baby.
Is that who I think it is, Nicole?
That's my son. I was like, wait a minute, when you said 407.
Yeah, I'm not Negro Damas, but I'm almost like him. I think I know who that was.
That's so funny.
The person that was talking to you before we got on the line.
Yep. He's like, Mom, be careful now. I don't want you to get into legal trouble. Before we get on the interview.
Be careful.
I love that your family is on here supporting you, Nicole. I love that. That is so sweet.
No, but
that's cute.
That's awesome conversation. I've been listening the whole time.
But, you know, he's right,
very
though.
interested, you know?
Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. But all the people, I mean, listen, the music industry, the whole entertainment industry in general, you know, it's just so much going on that we don't see, and you know what I mean, that we don't find out about. I'll just say that.
I want to say thank you, Nicole, for calling in. Thank you, E. I see that D. Lovely, I think she bounced out of here. Thank you, Risa, for your passionate and very strong conviction. I'm giving you a hug over the radio. Nicole, I want you to give your information out where people can hit you up, find your music, and talk about what other projects that you may have going on.
Well, the first project is the one with you.
Yeah. I forgot.
So the tracks you sent me, I'm working on them. But pretty much, you know, for me, I got out there, you know, a little bit in the music industry, nowhere near or close to anything of the success that R. Kelly had, of course. But I got out there a bit, you know, but at this point, I'm, you know, focusing on being a songwriter. So I'm writing songs. I have a YouTube channel with my songs on there, Nichole Carter Music. So that will be Nichole Carter, Carter Music. tons of songs on there. I'm getting ready to start writing some music with Taz. I love house music. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so that's where my heart is with music. But I write in all genres. I even got country songs on there. So please listen and support my music. I would be in gratitude for that.
and I will have you on one of the music shows that I do on Thursdays.
Absolutely, I would love to.
Any last words? Because, hey, this is the quietest I've ever heard Larissa and E on one of these shows.
Why is that?
Well,
they use
ladies, we talking about some real stuff here today. That's why we talking about some real stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's all. That's all. I'm just being quiet, just listening. You know, and being quiet and trying to be respectful of everybody's opinion. You know, not everybody shares the same opinion as me, but I know
that's
my
because we got company
and I'm
on the
standing
line.
strong by my opinion. And I agree with the caller. I think it was your sister that called in who said the parents are just as responsible. They are just as responsible.
I agree with that.
They are just as responsible, if not more. You know, but they're just as responsible as him. I don't give them any credit. I've never took up for the parents. I'm a parent, and that's not the way I would have parented. No.
Definitely.
You know what? Listen, I met Matthew Knowles years back in Houston when Destiny's Child was back there recording, you know, their album and everything. And I remember how he was about the girls. You know, he was just, they could not move without him. You know what I mean? He was there. Listen, you can't, you know, I mean, he was all on top of that. And kudos to him because, you know, he protected his daughter and family. And her career has just, you know, skyrocketed. And I really believe it had a lot to do with her parents. I really believe that.
Right.
Just keeping her focused,
Definitely.
keeping her away from predators
For
and
sure.
everything. You know, so that's what I'll add about that. Yeah. Yep.
Well, everyone, we're at the end. Thank you again, Nicole, for calling in. Thank you, E.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you, D. Lovely. Is E on the line?
I am right here.
Golly. You know, normally we be fussing and busting about these politics all the way to the end.
But, you know, we trying to act right because we got company. We trying to be right because we got company, Taz. Dang.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I know. Hey,
I think he wants you to be right.
Hey, guess what? Next time we have company, y'all allowed to kick off your shoes and throw a glass on the floor every now and then. You know.
Nah, I don't know.
Okay, everybody, love you. Thank you for calling in. I'll be back on Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday with a jazz artist from Chi-Town, matter of fact.
From Chicago? Okay.
Yeah. He's been on the show many times before, so I'll have him on again.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing your story, Nicole. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, and thanks for sharing your thoughts and everything and how you feel. You know, it's important. It's important.
No problem.
For everybody to be able to say how they feel and give different perspectives. Absolutely.
Right. And I'll say this on the lead. I wish that R. Kelly would have met me. I wish he would have met me. I would have turned the world upside down. He would have thought I was the devil, you know?
You mean like back then, like with the if you had met him like doing music or something like that?
Right. If I had met him, because listen, he wouldn't have been able to tell me. I would have been like, I ain't wearing that. Or you know how you was. I ain't wearing that. No, I ain't wearing that. He thought I was the devil. He would have. He's like, get that girl out here. She's crazy. You know, opinionated as I am, he'd be like, get out of here.
Well, you know what? Actually, the thing about it is music and videos have progressed so far since then. That Sex Me video, back then, it wasn't so much about the sexuality, I don't think, as far as like women being exploited as it is now. And I just sort of felt like, you know, me wanting to become a recording artist in my own right, I just didn't want to come out like that. You know, now when you see the video, it wound up not really being that bad. However, they did. I heard through the grapevine there was another video, another one done later, sort of a little bit more risque or whatever that wasn't released, but nothing like it would be anything close to what's going on now, but just a video. But at the time, I just felt it was inappropriate for me. Now, if you watch music videos now, if you see that Sex Me video and you see the young lady in the white dress getting doused in water, the one I refused to do, you see the words now. That has nothing on what's on there now at all.
Wow.
Yeah, social media, times have changed and what have you. But that was just my take on it. And it was really just because I was trying to become a recording artist myself, and I didn't want to make the wrong move that early on, you know? Yeah.
Well, good night, and have a good day, afternoon, you guys. And
you too. I enjoyed this show. I'll be listening, tuning in to Chi-Town Talent for sure.
All right.
All right. Nice meeting everyone. Thank you. Peace, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.